folks, it's Teresa from Stringfield Ridge Farm. Me and Lee are going to make a special meal today. And it's something you might have heard in a song before. Slaw Burger, fries, and a bowl of ski. So first I'm going to take our hamburger meat out. It's just going to be me and Lee, so I just have a small pack of hamburger. And I'm going to doctor it up and make some good hamburgers out of this. Lee's going to grill them after a while. And I'm just going to show you what all I like to do to my hamburger. I've already cleaned my hands. I'm going to mix this up a little bit. I'm going to move you down here so you can see what all I do with my hamburger and what all I put in it. We like it doctored up pretty good. Okay, so here we go. We've got a little over a pound of hamburger meat in here. And I'm going to salt and pepper it, of course. That's just kind of a basic, everybody does. I'm going to salt that good and pepper it good. Every time I use pepper, I sneeze. It doesn't matter. I can lean back away from it and I will still sneeze in a little bit. Okay, now here's some things we like to put in ours. I definitely like some garlic powder in mine. Lee does too. I try to use things we both like because there's a lot of things he don't like. I have to be careful with. That needs refilling. Okay, another thing I like to put in is dehydrated onions. These are our dehydrated onions that we done last year. And I'm gonna put, I don't know, just a little handful in there. All right, I don't know, that was probably a good heaping tablespoonful. And then here's something Lee likes to do. He kind of started this and likes it in his, so I don't mind, so I go ahead and put a little, is chili powder. He likes to sprinkle just a little chili powder in there. Kind of in everything. He's a chili powder person. I just sprinkled a little bit in there. He would probably use more than me, but I don't like it as well as he does, so I just sprinkled a little bit. Now that's good enough. You could put other things, but for us that's good enough there. I will also be putting onion in the slaw, so I'm not going to use too much onion, and I probably won't cut onions up for our hamburger tonight because we're going to have onions in the slaw. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that up real good, and then I will add just a little A1. You could use Worcestershire or whatever you like, but I'm going to add just a little A1 and get that mixed up real good. Okay, it doesn't take much. But Lee loves some A1 sauce, so I always just drizzle a little bit on there to give him that flavor. And then mix some more. And then we're going to get that all worked in and patty up some burgers. Now, I like big, thick burgers, but Lee does not. He likes really thin burgers. So, I will do it the way he likes it. That's what a good wife I am. Yes, indeed. All right, that's good and mixed, and I'm gonna pat out, let's see, I will show you probably about that much, a good wad, and I'll roll it up and I will pat those out real thin as I can for him to be happy. I would do mine that size. I like them thick. If it's just gonna be me, mine's gonna be about that size. But his has to be really, really thin and big around. So his will be more like really pressed. More like that. That's more like what he likes. So I'll get these to him and let him get them on the grill, and I will start that coleslaw. Okay, now for that slaw. First, let me tell you, this is Lippy at Gemini Homestead Slaw Recipe. She came over a while back, her and Buddy, and ate with us, and we had hamburgers and slaw and potato chips. Had a real nice meal with them. She cooks so good. But when they come over here, well, my cooking's not as good. So we had burgers and slaw and potato chips. When we go over there, she has something really nice. I had bought some of the broccoli slaw. That's my favorite. I like broccoli slaw. I will do cabbage slaw too. I just had picked this up at the store and it's one of my favorites. So we're gonna go with that. Lippy had showed me her way of making slaw when she came over and we loved it. So we're gonna go with her recipe. My recipe is you get this and you put salt and pepper and mayo in it. So Lippy showed me a whole new way of making slaw. And so first off, I need to cut up this onion, dice up this onion, and we're gonna put that in there. One thing she does is she makes up her mix in a bowl and then adds it all to her slaw. That's something I never done. I always just put some salt and pepper on it and then put the mayo in it. And I never used sugar. I know that a lot of people do use a dab of sugar in theirs. I never did. I will show you some other things that Lippy likes in hers, and it was delicious. And first off, we're gonna mix up our mix with our mayo and our onion and everything in a bowl. And I'll show you that. So let me put you down here and show you. Okay, so we've got our onion diced up, and if you don't already know this trick, if you will cut and peel your onion under cold water, it won't splash up in your eyes and make you cry. The cold water keeps the juices from splashing up in the air. So that's a lot of onion. I may have to take some of that out. That's an awful lot of onion, but I like a lot of onion. So I think we'll leave it. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and do our mayo in there. It calls for a half a cup of mayo. A half a cup of mayo. I'm going to guess that somewhere around there. Just so you know. I'm going to put just a little garlic powder, just a sprinkle, and salt and pepper. All right, and then one of Lippy's tricks is she adds just a splash of lemon juice or vinegar. So white vinegar or a splash of lemon juice. Last time I used white vinegar. This time I'm going to try the lemon juice. So, okay, now another one she uses is just a little sugar. Now, she did not use sugar last time for mine because she knows I'm on a diet and I'm trying to reduce my carbs and sugar, so she didn't use it. But this is raw sugar, and sometimes I will use a little. It is not the refined and all that. It's just raw sugar. And I'm not going to use much. I'm just going to use probably a half a teaspoon. And she called for a tablespoon. But I didn't use that. Also, she called for a tablespoon of the vinegar or the lemon. And that's in a half a cup of mayo. I will post that. I'll post that recipe in the description below. How about that? Okay, I'm going to mix all this up and add a little celery seed. So, I like a little celery seed in mine. She just put a little. I probably put a little more than she did. I probably put a half a teaspoon maybe, which might not be enough. I may add more. I like celery salt in mine. Celery seed in mine. Okay, and I think that's it. Now, I will taste test it to make sure I have enough salt in it. Will be the main thing, but let me get this all stirred around good. Now, my onions are a little chunky, chunkier than hers were, but I like it like that, and I like a lot of onion. So, here we go. I think that's probably good. So we will get our bag of slaw up here and our bowl for that. And if your hands are like mine, you can't open anything. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna dump this slaw in here. And then we will get Lippy's mix on here and mix that in real good. And let's see here. All right, let me get this mixed good and see if we need a little more mayo or a little more salt. Okay, it probably needs just a little more mayo. That was quite a bunch of slaw mix, so we probably need a little more mayo in that. Yeah, I think so. Okay. I'll just do another spoonful in there and give that a little more mix. So there we go. I think that'll be good. Like I said, I will list her recipe down in the description below so that you can get it exact like she did or add as you need. Okay, now I'm going to taste of this. That's perfect. Now I'm going to cover this up and put that in the refrigerator and let it set for a little while. While he's getting the grill going and the burger's done, we'll let this sit and soak in those flavors a little bit. And we'll come back and show you the end results. Okay, now for the fries. We don't do much special with our fries. I usually don't eat fries because I'm on the low carb diet, but I may eat a few here and there. Not a whole lot, but I'm not a big fan anyway, so it doesn't bother me. I do, however, like this on my fries. I like this on everything, but especially, you know, fries or anything. This is so good on anything. Anyway, but so we just buy cheap fries, doesn't matter, and Lee likes them in the oven. So I would take a pan and just lightly spray the bottom of the pan a little bit, put the fries on there, cook it like 400 for like 10 minutes, and then I'll turn it up on toast. We have a toaster oven. I turn it up on toast, or I guess you would put it on a higher level in an oven. On our toaster oven, we will cook them about 10 minutes and then turn it up to toast so that it kind of gets them golden brown, and he likes them like that. So we don't deep fry them anymore. Used to, but we quit doing that and we just do them in the oven. Y'all, these burgers are done and I'm fixing to put my slaw on my burger. So here we go. When I put slaw on there, I don't put nothing else. That's all it needs right there. Is some slaw on top of that burger. Yep. I'll put a little slaw on the side. And I'll put a little slaw on the side of Lee's. And we'll get them fries out of the oven and we'll be ready. So there's my slaw burger. All right, we're going to get set up at the table. So we can just like...
Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Be sure to watch us on Friday nights at 7 o'clock Central Time.